Welcome everyone. So in this video I'm going to try to demonstrate how to calculate the price of an iron bar. So if I go over here and I see what are the recipes for iron bar, I can select, go here and show recipes. I will use the recipe smelt iron since I don't have access to a blast furnace yet. And for iron concentrate I will use the dry iron because I have access to a screening machine, and over here I also have access to a stamp mill, so I'll use that recipe instead. So I can click here just to keep the UI a bit cleaner. So going into the crushed iron ore recipe, I'm gonna use a module 3 and I'll craft batches of 100 at each time. That means that if I use the price 0.1 bananas, it will cost me 2 bananas each run of the recipe. That will give me 4 iron ore and 1 sandstone for each repetition. So that's because it costs 20 iron ore times 0.1, it will be 2. So if I use 10% increase, now I have like the big part of how do I distribute this cost. The cost is 2. Okay, so now I have to price iron ore and sandstone. I can either say like sandstone is 0 and distribute the price over only in iron ore and I can give away sandstone, or I can like sell the sandstone for a reasonable price. So I calculated the price of crushed sandstone in a previous video. I'll use it this one. So if I use like these percentages here, I'll be able to select like a price. Let's say 80% of the price cost is iron ore, is going to be priced on the iron ore cost, and 20% on the sandstone. So that's 0.4, 0.4 because there's 4 of these and 1 of these. So maybe just a little bit higher. 90% might be a good price. So let's do with the profit margin, let's do 0.5 and 0.22 bananas over here. So this is for the price for the crushed iron ore. For iron concentrate, let's use also the module 3, and this in turn, this costs 0.9 per unit price or per repetition, and that 0.9 with the profit is going to have to be distributed within iron concentrates and tailings. But tailings do not cost money, like no one is going to pay money for tailings, so I should either pay 100, or since no one gonna buy it even for 0, because this is like a special quiz which is a byproduct that it's not really useful, and I even have to bury it in most servers so that it doesn't cause pollution. So what I do here is I increase percentage over the 100% mark. For in this case, let's try 120 or 110. So this means that I will pay myself 0.2 bananas to bury the tailings. That will give me the cost of 1.19 bananas. Maybe it's a little too much, maybe just iron concentrate 110, so 109 bananas for each iron concentrate, and that is going to be the price used here when calculating the iron bar, which is gonna cost, if I do the same again over here, so this is gonna be iron bar. Slag is the same thing. This is not like it's a byproduct, but it can be used and it doesn't cause pollution, so it shouldn't be negative. So in this case what I usually do is I do something like 90, and it's gonna be like this price for slag, or do this, or adjust this just so that I can get a nice profit. Like I can sell it for 0.1, and then I can do iron bars for 0.41 for instance, or I can manually adjust it to 0.45 for instance. And yeah, that's how I usually do it.